Hello, people. Hello. And let me... There we go. Hello, everybody. I look a little bit like a flower. I also look a little bit like a lion, I think. Both are good. Both are good options, you know? Flower, lion. Both good. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hello if you're new here. Hello if you're not new here and you've been here before. I'm Little Red, but you probably already knew that. You read the thing. You read the name. I assume. Hello, Sparkle Donkey. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. But I hope all of you are doing well. I hope all your day has been good. And if not, then, you know, hopefully the stream will turn it around. I came up with this story yesterday because it related to gardening. I was doing a lot of gardening yesterday, a lot of stuff for Mother's Day, because my mom just wanted my help with gardening. That was the whole gift. And so I did a lot of gardening, and so I thought I'd do a story about flowers. And so I made this, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. I also have news. I forgot to mention this before, but I'm getting a new chair. I have been sitting on this chair that's like hard. It's not a fun chair. Got a little cushion on it, but it slides around because it technically wasn't there before. But I'm getting a new chair. It's gonna arrive Wednesday. I was hoping it arrives sometime before that. But Wednesday we'll have a new chair. It's gonna be... Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. But I don't have much other news. I had a fun Mother's Day. Hello to all the mothers in the chat. I hope you all had fun Mother's Days as well. And yeah, I think we can get into the story more. I don't really have much else news otherwise, other than the fact that I learned that the BMO, the little BMO U2's figurine I bought recently, that's gonna come in like between June and August. I thought it was gonna come sooner. I've been like waiting for it. It's gonna be a while, but anyway, I'll get out the puppet. I can start doing the voices in a minute. Yes, he also has like a little mane. His is pink and or like leafy, pink and leafy. Mr. Pink Leafy, leafy pink. Words of the English language. Okay. We can get into the story. I don't have to hold you back from it any longer. I know why you're here. Because of that. You love my stories, and in turn, I love the fact that you love my stories. And you. All of you. Turn down the lights. It's a little dark. It's good. It's still kind of dark, but you know, it's a comforting dark. So now, you know, get your popcorn, get your drinks, get them now while you can. We'll have like a few seconds here. And by a few seconds, I mean the song literally just ended, so we're kind of starting now. So pettily, yes, that's a good word to describe a war veteran pig. Little hat. But Get every drink, every little snack you want now. Because we are gonna start. It's happening right now. Ahem. So, this story starts at my house, like every story does. And here I was at my house. I was kind of hanging out. I had recently gotten into gardening. It was a bit tricky. I've been growing some like squash and things. It was nice. It kind of tasted all right. I was like, you know what? I'll try gardening flowers. I'll see how that goes. And so far, these past few days, I've been trying to garden the flowers. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's not in the sun enough. Maybe it's in the sun too much. Maybe I've been watering it too much. Maybe I haven't been watering it enough. But the flowers have been dying. It's been quite tragic, in fact. And this morning I went outside and I said, hello, flowers. Hello. And I looked at them and I noticed something quite sad. The flowers had all wilted and died. And I said, oh no, flowers. I took care of you so well. And I said, okay, maybe we have something else. Maybe there's something else going wrong. Let me think. I gave them water. I gave them drink. I gave them air. I gave them sunlight. I had a kind of raised bed. I let the squirrels hang out with them, let them chat while I was looking in another direction. I played some heavy metal. I think flowers are supposed to like that. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. And kind of sighed. Well, might as well walk down to the flower shop, see if I can get myself some new flowers. And I walked down to the flower shop, and there I saw it out front. They were closed. And I looked, I saw the owner, Tom Purple Petal. He was there. I said, Tom, why are you closing the shop? And he said, well, you're really the only guy in town who actually grows flowers. We kind of went out of business a little bit. Plus, we got the other all plant shop over there. Just no one wants to come to a shop that's solely flowers when you can have a shop where you can get all kinds of plants. So you're telling me that I can get you all out of flowers? There's no more flowers left to grow? And he's been, yeah, sorry, man. Well, what about the other place? Well, they also kind of just are getting the last shipment of flowers today. So, yeah, they're all also a lot of flowers. How long will it take for them to get back? About a couple months. A couple months? I'm gonna forget everything of how to make flowers by then. I can't do that. Listen, Tom Purple Petal. Yeah, that's my name. Do you have any other ways that I can take care of flowers? Can you point me in any direction? Anything? I just had a bunch of flowers die. I don't kind of need new flowers. And Tom kind of looked around a little bit. Tell you what, I can offer you something that might help you with the flowers. Something very important, something that you have to be careful with, okay? Careful, got it, careful. I can offer you this book. And he kind of reached into his pocket and somehow managed to pull out a fairly large book. I don't know how you fit it in the pocket secretly, but he did, and he came out with it and he handed it to me. And he said, this is the Flower Nomicon. The Flower Nomicon? Sorry, the Necro Flower Con. You don't know what it's called, do you? No, I really don't. But it's necromancy for flowers. Flowermancy? No, necroflower. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, so I can use this on my flowers to bring them back from the dead, more or less. Pretty much, yeah. You're telling me that there's a way that I can create some, like, undead flowers and bring them back. Have you yourself tested this very much? No, not really. Yeah, that sounds legit. That sounds like it'll be perfectly fine. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. You're welcome. That'll be $50. 50. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get into my pocket here. Yeah, $50. There you go. Greedy. Okay. Now I had the book in hand, and I quickly went out of there before he changed his mind and raised the price for some reason. And I thought, okay, this can't be too hard to do. Let's see here. It's all, it's in Latin. That's kind of an issue. I don't know any Latin. All right, we can try and figure out on the way up. Okay. Memento mori. That's the only one I know. I'm definitely not gonna do that. Okay. Oh, we're already here. Okay. How about we pick a random page here? What we need is one can full of dirty water, some muddy soil, the moon during the sun during an eclipse, and says here, yeah, that's about it. Then we do this chant, and then we should have resurrected flowers. And luckily, there was already an eclipse going on today. I read about that in the paper earlier. I went down by the lake and got some muddy water in a can, and I actually took some of the muddy water and put it over some dirt to make some mud. And I placed that on the flower. I watered the flowers with the muddy water, and I waited for the eclipse. And it came quickly. It went over, covered the sun entirely. And I looked at the chant and I said, "Ha-da-da-da, ay-ya-booyah!" I think that should work. And there was no movement. Nothing at all. No sign of the flowers growing back. Nothing. Nothing at all. And I just, okay, well, I guess I can go return this to Tom. Just see if he'll take it back. And I walked back down the hill and back into town, kind of disappointed. And I said, Tom, I thought I found him, still kind of standing there. Not much time had passed. And I said, Tom, your book didn't work. The flowers are dead. The flowers are still dead. They didn't grow back at all. Well, which one did you use? Well, I used this one. And he kind of stared at it, just... You don't happen to know any Latin, do you? No, not at all. Why? Did you leave the flowers unattended? Yes. Did you leave the gate open? Yes. Why? What's the issue? You know, I want to go back up there and check them again. And we quickly ran back up the hill, and like that, they were gone. All of the flowers were gone. Not a single flower in sight. So mud, leave a trail of mud behind. And I said, it goes that way. And we quickly went off in that direction. We ran and we ran. And there we saw it. In Miss Petunia's garden. Her own flowers getting attacked by zombie flowers. They would just plant their roots down behind them, next to them, and the flowers would very quickly wilt away before getting back up. Now zombie flowers themselves. And I said, oh my goodness gracious, we started a zombie flower invasion. What are we gonna do? They're gonna conquer the world. We don't have the power to solve this. This is zombie flowers. I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, well, you read the book. You did the wrong chant. And okay, so all we gotta do is, find the reverse chant. Find the correct things in the reverse chant. And, stop a bunch of these flowers from invading. Just redo it. Redo it all. That'll work. That'll generally work. Okay, how do we do this? Well, here's the thing. We need perfectly good soil, the cleanest water you can get, and for it to be about high noon with no eclipse. Okay, great. High noon, no eclipse, perfectly clean water, and perfect soil. What about that one place? The other place that that made you go out of business? They probably have good soil. Yeah, they do. That also can be my revenge. I can take revenge on the place or make me go out of the business. Focus, buddy. This isn't revenge. Right now, we gotta focus right now. Right, sorry, okay. We can go down there. Yeah, get the soil. Steal some soil. And we quickly ran down to town. And apparently, despite being zombies, the flowers were pretty smart, actually. They followed us close behind. Kind of just... Except they didn't make any noise. They just kind of had their leaves outstretched. They didn't really have any mouths or anything. They just kind of followed quite slowly. We actually outran them pretty fast. It wasn't much of an issue at all. And so we reached the plant store and we said, we need the perfectest soil you have. Sir, do you mean most perfect? Yes, what did I say? Perfectest. Hey, you're right, that's not a word. I don't know why you said that. But we need the most perfect soil you got. Alright, sir, right down this way. Make it fast! I gotta kind of walk. We're not allowed to run in the store. Fine. Do you know where it is? No, sir, I gotta go ask the manager. Tell you what, we'll just look on our own. We can find it pretty quickly. Tom, where'd you go? I'm destroying some of the stuff over here in an act of revenge. I'll go find the soil. And I ran off into the store. The guy kind of behind me. Hey, you can't run. No time, random guy behind me. I need to do this. And I ran. I turned corners. I ran around. And eventually I saw it. The soil. It was there directly in front of me. It had the brand and everything. The most perfect soil I've ever seen. That was the name. And I grabbed a full bag of it. And I ran out the door. I ran towards the door. Then went out the door. And I kind of just stopped at the cash register. Will that be credit or cash? Cash. It'll be $13.53. Okay. Yeah, as much as I got left. Hey, Tom, can you spare like 25 cents? Creating destruction! Tom! What? 25 cents! Oh, yeah, sure. Guy threw a quarter at me. Thank you! Okay. Yep, that's all. Okay. Do you want your receipt? No, thank you. Great. Alright. Have a good one. You too! And, don't let any zombie flowers in. Oh, they already got in, sir. Hey, what? They already got in. They're over there by the other flowers. Lady, why didn't you stop them? I'm not paid enough to do that. Okay, fine. That's fair. Okay. Tom, come on, we gotta go get the water. Right. So the person who has the most perfect water you've ever seen has never been touched by anyone else. No hands have touched this water except for the cleanest watering can known to man. This is Tom Water. Tom Water? Yeah, my brother. He was also named Tom. But we decided to make his last name Water so they didn't get mixed up. That also makes sense. Okay, where can we find this Tom Water? He lives right down there. And he pointed to the well. And I poked it. And the zombie, I could see the zombie flowers infecting everything in the store. It was growing massive. They were just kind of like infecting the flowers, but they made them look bad, okay? They weren't actually harming anybody, but the flowers looked nice when they weren't zombies. Now they don't look nice, so we gotta stop them. And we went down to the well, and we said, Tom Water, we like your water. And he just kind of looked at us. He was a lot more old and grizzled, and he said, you would like Tom Water's water? Yes. That's what you like? Yes. Are you okay? Do you have like some like, are you, I know you're old, but are you feeling okay? I mean, do you have like a lot of memory loss or something? Oh yeah, I feel fine. So what is you want? Tell you what, we'll just gently move you out of the way, and we can just get the water ourselves. Okay, that works, I guess. And I scooped up some of the water, and I said, okay, we gotta get these plants in the ground. I know I was really the only person in town who had the flowers, as was Miss Petunia. But do you know anybody else in town? Like a secret buyer that was very secret about his flowers. Because if I know anything about flowers, they're a challenge. And therefore, they like challenges. And they'll want to find these secret flowers to the best of their ability. They want that challenge. And he said, well, yeah, it's just over there. Like, he pointed to a house, with a greenhouse in front of it, and I said, great. Is it like a secret area in that greenhouse? No, they're just kind of in the greenhouse. How's it secretive? Well, people generally don't go like staring in the greenhouses. And it's gonna be a challenge for the flowers because they're so small they have to stack on top of each other to open the door. That's a good point. And we booked it over there, me carrying the soil, him carrying the water, kind of sloshing it around, making sure not to spill any. And we broke into that greenhouse, and the guy just, hey, what are you doing in my house? Get out of here. No time, sir, to explain. We need this greenhouse for the sake of all the world. The world? You need the world at stake? Well, no, not really. Kind of just more all the flowers, but your flowers. The common for your flowers. Well, go right ahead. I don't care. I love my flowers. I know you do, sir. That's why we're here to help. Okay. Tom, I'll lay down the soil. You water it. Got it. And we laid down the soil in the bed of flowers. We watered it, and we screamed, hey, you zombie flowers! And they kind of like very slowly just kind of, yeah. Over here! Yeah, we got flowers in here! Okay, great. It's getting close to high noon. We can get the flowers in here, and oh, they're already at the door. They're very fast when you're not looking at them. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They opened the door. It became high noon. And they were taking such time to get into the bed. They all climbed in there, and I tried to put them all in. Climbing all the flowers into this one bed. And I did the chant. I said, hi, dude, yeah, Ibadu! And the beam of light from the sun blasted down on the flowers, and they all kind of just screamed a little. And then they fell over, kind of on fire a little bit. I put out the fire, and we stared, and we watched as the flowers then kind of grew a little more. They got their color back. And soon this whole one raised bed was filled with dozens of beautiful and colorful flowers. We really reversed it. We solved it. They were safe. I kind of wiped a tear from my eye. It's so beautiful. It's great. I love it. Just a lot of flowers here. So nice. And Tom kind of just took the book back from me and just, yeah, it is. Next time, learn Latin before you start reading a dark magic book. You know, Tom, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. I'm gonna do that next time. Okay. I gotta go. I kind of create a lot of destruction at that one store, and I think I'm probably wanted now. I should leave. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Such nice flowers. Hey, now that the job's done, can you like get out of my house? Oh yeah, no problem, sir. No problem. And so I left. I left the house. And I walked back up to my own. And I slept peacefully that night. I was tired. I went to bed early. A lot had happened. And I slept peacefully. I was like, you know what? We did it. We saved the town from the flowers. We're heroes. I'm a hero. I've done several heroic things before, but I'm a hero now too. I went to bed. And I slept. And I slept right through the one remaining zombie flower, walking past my house into the woods. Turned very slowly towards us all. Towards the viewers watching this screen. It turned, it looked, it turned back again. It began to walk into the woods. It was leaving, and then a bird came down, scooped it up, and ate it. And now, the world was fully free of all zombie flowers. And the town was safe again. And I decided to stick to vegetables and stuff. That's what I knew. Zombie flowers weren't my thing. That is the end of the story. I hope you all had fun listening and or watching that. That was a fun one. I like that. That was very fun. I enjoyed the zombie flowers. We were really supposed to, like, the original idea was that the flowers would be sentient. I was like, you know what, we should do zombie flowers. What would that be like? And so, yeah, we got zombie flowers. We did that. Again, I hope you all had fun here. We'll be back again Friday for our final week of Oblivion. That'll be our final week. We'll be doing that 1 week, and then we're going to start Expedition 33 on the following Friday. So I'm excited for all of that. Again, I already said it 3 times, so I don't say it again, but thank you all for coming here. Thank you always for being here. It's always a pleasure telling these stories and being here with you guys. So, without further ado, I'm heading back out to space. If you're in space, I'll see you there. If not, then I won't. And I'll see you some other time. And let this be a lesson to all. Don't mix necromancy and flowers. It's not going to end well. It's not a good idea. Bye-bye.